Too big or way too small. I say, let 'em die.
Pot of hot coffee. Episode number 19. My coffee drinkers, my podheads. We're doing it black today. We got no guest. No sugar, nothing added on. Just the raw thing.
Absolutely.
A real punk rock podcast, some might say.
Yeah, it's a black cast episode.
You look like you're in an extra in the Fresh Prince of Bel-Air.
Yeah, you're right. Absolutely. Speaking
Show
of
him the
that,
jacket. Show
we
him the
should
jacket.
show him the back. What's this episode?
Ghost,
brought
watch
to you
out.
by?
Move out the way, Ghost.
Helen liked my message.
Nice. Of course you're bagging Asian shorties. If you guys can't see, that's a Jewish youth camp field games from was it 94? 96. Team Metro West. So yeah, Travis.
Shout out West Orange, New Jersey.
Travis was a big fan of. He keeps coming in
With
and
Yiddishkeit.
You would think he's Jewish, but he's not.
Yeah, I gotta really clarify that.
He's just got love. He's
Yes,
just got a lot of love
correct.
for them, you know.
Correct, accurate.
And shout out.
You know, yeah, shout out absolutely
Big
to the
shout out.
Haredim.
Yeah, you have any matzo ball soup?
No, but
recently?
surprisingly no. But I do want to give a shout out to 13th Avenue and Ezra Medical Center.
Okay.
Yeah, absolutely. You know, for taking
Have you ever ridden in one of the Hasidic taxis?
Elaborate, please. Elaborate, because possible. Elaborate.
You know,
here. It's like a dollar van.
Yeah, pretty much. But it's run by the Hasidics.
Is this a school bus or what is it?
I think it's usually just like a dollar van, pretty much. Run
No,
by the
I haven't
Hasidic.
been in one yet. Not yet. One day we'll make it happen. Absolutely.
I don't think they let non-Hasidics in.
Yeah, trust me. I'll send you a screenshot of my ancestry DNA, and you say it's yours too. Simple. We both have Puerto Rican. Okay, that's both gonna come up. So it's gonna be. They're not.
I just want one of those fur hats.
A Strymel
that they rock. Those
Yeah.
things are kind of fire.
$1,000.
I see a lot of hot chicks on Hinge wearing them.
Really?
Yeah.
They must be picking them up in Soho
No,
off the
they're like
Africans.
they're like fashionable ones. They're not they're not
okay.
the same
Temu
hats,
ones.
but they kind of look like the
Yeah, I
same
know what you're
hats.
talking about. Yeah, Shorty could rock that sometimes. I know. I've seen that.
I'm like, yeah, I'm a bag of Hasid.
yeah, right. And then you turn her around and you like, wait, what? She's Mongolian the whole time.
Yeah. Yeah, she looks like she's taking over the Central Asian steppe.
Yeah.
With Genghis Khan.
Yeah, we got an ancestry do discovery on Milan. Maybe she wasn't what we think either, by the way. She might have been a little bit of Northeast tribes.
So what were you saving for the podcast before we started?
What was I saving for the podcast?
You told me before we started recording, like probably like 30 minutes ago, you were like, yo, I'm saving something for the podcast.
See, that's why I had an MRI for concussions this morning, because I might be Chris Benoit. Fuck. I think it was WeChat. It was WeChat related. Okay.
WeChat related?
This is what made me think. So
is that where you're bagging all the Asian shorties?
Not yet. So I'll tell you why. Because, okay, I used to buy counterfeit jerseys on WeChat. This is whatever it is what it is. COVID was a crazy time. All right. So
do you support counterfeit goods?
Of course, absolutely, 1,000,000%. Except for fake shoes. That's that shit I don't like.
No, fake shoes are the best.
No, I actually
especially when they're really expensive ones and people think they're real.
Oh yeah,
they're
feezies.
They're so spot on that they're basically real.
Yeah, if they're comfortable enough, then it's fine. Yeah, but
the dunks, the fake dunks was the move.
I feel like the tongues are.
No, I had a plug.
You did?
I had a plug. Yeah.
Off WeChat.
No, I would email them.
Wow.
And then yeah, I think through Instagram too.
Really?
Yeah.
Do they do audio flints? You think?
Probably not. No.
Damn.
No. See, the thing is, they were like those shoe bootleggers. They're only good at one shoe.
That makes
sense. So you got to
yeah.
find like a dunk guy. Then you got to find like a Yeezy
one
guy.
One in India, one in Bangladesh,
then you got to find
one in Pakistan.
The people who are good at dunks also usually get the Jordan ones right.
The worst ones get shipped right to Colombia.
But the best part is when you do that, like, and you order one pair of shoes, they send you all the pictures, then you can nitpick it and go like, fix that.
You're right.
That's fucked up. That's fucked up. That's fucked
true.
up. Like,
I had a Choff White shirt.
and then they go, oh, okay.
Yeah.
And then you get like at like 3 a.m. you get like a
Update.
you get an update in like broken English
Yeah,
with like a bunch of
exactly.
pictures.
Yes.
Like, oh, is this good? Can I ship now? Can I ship
Smile
now?
emoji.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh yeah. Oh, WeChat is.
And then
gas.
the account would get banned from Instagram, and I would have to find their new Instagram account.
Oh.
It rocked. It
I
rocked.
know. Yeah, I know exactly what you're talking about. So let me go to this story before I forget, because you just reminded me again. Okay.
What about those guys that I send you with the that sell stolen cars?
Oh yeah, that's
with,
fun.
with swap VINs. The
Yeah.
guys with swap VINs. Those guys
buy
rock.
That. I can't buy that.
Do it, dude.
No.
Hey, what if I
don't
get-
want to get.
You won't get in
researched.
trouble. You bought it. You just bought it off someone.
Apparently, you still get in trouble for buying a fenced car.
If it has a title and you register it, you won't know.
Yeah, but apparently you still get in trouble for it.
You just play dumb.
I hear you. But if you go to WeChat nearby, that's another way. You
No,
can
no.
play dumb.
You gotta make sure the title and the VINs match.
Interesting.
As long as they swap the VIN plates, who cares? It's not your problem.
I don't know. I've never been in, thankfully, the position of.
You can though. You can buy a Nissan Altima for $500 in the Bronx.
Price, man. Ship it off to Albania real quick.
No, you
Come up.
need an S class to do that.
Ah, you're right.
You thinking Albania is
Duh.
not buying a fucking
You're right. What am I thinking? I got
We need Mercedes,
Macedonia. I'm sorry.
good car, Mercedes?
Yeah. What's it called? I don't know the name of the city. Chernoboro or something?
No, I don't know. Why would I know that?
Oh, man. Because it's right up your alley. Romani.
Romani people, yes.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying.
Yo, I had a Romanian coworker.
Roman
And-
Atwood?
No, she was the pregnant lady that would smoke cigarettes that I would bum cigarettes off of.
Okay. That's amazing in itself.
Yeah, she would go to the res too, so she would have but she would get like the carton without the carton, so it was in a gallon Ziploc bag.
Oh,
And I knew she just kept the Ziploc bag in her car, and I'd be like, "Yo," I forget her name. Like, "Yo, can I get a cigarette?" And she'd be like, "Yeah, stick it." And then,
yeah?
yeah.
Oh, that reminds me of another
And
funny
my coworkers
story.
would see her smoking out. She was like fucking like
Wow.
pregnant, like 7 monmonths
The
pregnant.
kid's smoking anyway. You
And
know
she would
that.
just smoke, and she'd go, "What? My mother smoked when I was
Exactly.
baby. When she was pregnant with me, and I'm fine. I'm a great swimmer, actually."
Wow, look at that. Yeah, that's how it
excellent. She's like, "What?
Her
they,
lungs are developed, she's
they
saying.
cry a little when they come out. They cry anyway when they come out."
She's
Which
flexing.
is fucking bulletproof logic. And I was like, you know what? I'm gonna keep bumming cigarettes off her. I feel like I have to put a
I think
dent.
you
in
need
the
a Korean wife. That's what it sounds like.
Do Koreans smoke when they're
Hell yeah.
pregnant?
I don't know.
You don't know?
I don't know. When they're stressed, so yeah, I guess. Speaking of that.
Have you ever seen a Chinese wedding
Yeah, I've been to them.
where they have like they pass out cigarettes?
Oh, I have
Right.
something that I was about to say. Yes. That was explaining this.
Wait, they did that at the Chinese wedding you went to? Or
Yeah,
no?
this lady got them from China.
They smoke a bunch of cigarettes inside. They all just
Yeah, of
chain
course,
smoke.
absolutely, yeah.
They all just chain smoke.
Uh-huh.
Like everyone, even the kids.
I know. It's funny. It's celebratory.
Dude, that's one of my favorite things is to go looking up Chinese cigarette. Just Google searching, image searching Chinese cigarette weddings.
Oh, man.
And it's just pictures of like Asian dudes with like 6 cigarettes in their mouth, just all of them lit.
Yeah, they're the
It
biggest boss
fucking
there at
rocks.
that point. They look like a...
They're all just it's just a
not
bunch
even
of
this-
people chain smoking.
Yeah.
It's like you remember remember that old viral video of the fat kid who
of course,
the
absolutely.
3-year-old who smoked 2 packs a day?
Yeah, the boss.
And then they were like, it makes him look mature.
Yeah, exactly. His testosterone
In
skyrocketed
like
from
Philippines, he was just the biggest 3-year-old ever.
that. Yeah, he had a beard by 7.
Bro.
Listen to this, right? So you just reminded me. 2 stories at once that somehow lead into each other. Trust me. So one time, rich, super rich, old, questionably rich Chinese lady. Not the one I was talking about earlier. Fun fact. She was flexing her Newports that she got from China. Green Newports.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, those are the Chinese cigarettes. That's important.
Oh, really?
Yeah, because they're different cigarettes. You can't get Chinese cigarettes in America. You have to have
They were
plug.
Chinese Newports then.
Yeah.
Interesting. Okay.
Yeah, you have to get the plug to get the
She must have had the plug. So she,
Yeah.
I literally, I'm
the
hanging-
plug. The plug is someone flying
That's
to
what
New
she
York
was.
from China.
Yeah, that's what she was.
She just buys a bunch of the same
exactly.
thing. The
and
same
she
thing.
makes so much money.
The same thing I had you do.
Yes.
Travis, you can make a lot of money just coming back with cigarettes and selling them in the streets of New York.
If you smoke them, let me know.
Not to be a
hustler mindset. Grindset is a financial podcast.
Let's just say Eric Gardner. You remember that guy?
Oh, of course.
Remember when he got choked out?
Yeah, because he was smoking too much.
No, he was selling.
Oh, he was?
Yeah, he was.
I didn't know. Okay,
he was selling Virginia stamps. So that's not as profitable anymore.
Classic move.
Yeah,
he was a young hustler, and
well, he was selling Lucy's as well, but Virginia stamps and Lucy's outside of the corner store.
Look at that.
Which is such a hilarious New York.
See, well, I used to do that in 1954 in Ozone Park, but it was different. It was different.
No. In 1954, they were falling off the back of the truck.
You're right. I'm sorry.
All the way into like probably the 70s or 80s.
Into Bensonhurst.
They were falling off the back of the truck.
Speaking of that, okay, I never continue what I was saying before I forget. So, were these those? No. But you know what she said? She was like, you know why? She said something bad, so I'm going to quote her, and it's going to sound bad.
Okay.
She said, you know why I bought so many Newport? For that.
Oh, because they love Newport.
That's what she followed it up with.
Yes.
Crazy.
Did she buy any Cools as well?
I don't know.
That's what
I just remember that part because I walked out of the room.
That's what all the old hood
like,
ladies in Philly would smoke.
Really?
Yeah, the old black ladies.
Shout them out. Shout them out. Name them.
I don't remember their names, but they live next to in the ones that I do vividly remember that rocked were these two middle-aged black ladies, and they would bump like Salt and Pepper and like 80s like rap and like Ed Lover.
Oh, whoa.
And, like,
not Eddie
Lover. You know, like all that stuff, like
of course.
Grandmaster Flash, but it would be like a Friday night at like 3 a.m. and they just have their doors open, bumping like Salt and Pepper.
Wow, doors open though.
Oh, because they were walking outside to smoke a cigarette.
Oh, that's why.
Yeah,
that's
hood.
fun.
It's the hood. It's the hood. It's a row home. So
yeah,
like,
I understand.
They got to air that shit out. So
okay.
You open all the doors in that first floor from the front door to the back door.
Yeah, I never thought about that.
That's some hood shit.
I have literally 2 parallel windows upstairs in my rooms. I never thought about that.
Yeah, creates a draft across.
So going back to the original. Oh, continue.
Wait, I gotta finish my story with them.
Sorry. Yeah.
So we would smoke on the steps next to them, and we talked to them, but they'd always have music bumping, and sometimes college kids would wander into their apartment.
What? Thinking it's a party?
Thinking it was a college party.
Wow.
And then sometimes they'd end up partying with them. It was so funny.
That's the best.
And they'd always come out the back. What you doing, baby? You want to come in and party?
Yes.
Sometimes we would. Sometimes we would get a drink or two.
I don't blame you. You should visit them.
No.
Do it for a documentary.
No. They probably still live in the same apartment.
Yeah.
Same building. Yeah.
Bring them some cigarettes.
Also, there was this dude he had like a van with all the tires were missing. It was just on on its rims. But no, it's even better. That was his hangout spot. So he had it was right next to the telephone pole in front of his house.
Oh, I got you. Understand.
Okay. And that's where he kept his grill.
Yeah.
And he locked all his stuff
to it or in it.
He wrapped a giant metal chain around it because the door locks didn't work.
Yep.
So he would just chain the entire thing up.
I've seen that
outside.
too. Yeah.
Yeah, he would chain the grill to it.
It's crazy how that's a thing.
The couch would also be chained to it. And then he would put like the TV inside of it.
Yeah, I get it.
And then they had a generator as well.
Wow, it's a shed.
And yeah. So basically, and he would use that as his hangout spot, and like he was just, I don't think he had a job. He'd just be there all day.
Podcast.
The second it got nice out, he was there. He had the soul music playing.
Wow.
He had local news on the TV.
He's living.
And anytime I went and got pizza, he'd be like, "That pizza for me? You get me some? You get me some?"
Did you ever get him any?
I think I got him a slice one time.
I was gonna say you might have to bring him back one for a documentary.
But then sometimes he'd have pizza. I'd be like, "You get me one?" And he'd laugh. Yeah.
Oh, that's funny.
Good bits.
I would like pizza, but I can't. So let me show you what I was looking at. Okay. So I was walking around Flushing, New York, naturally, last night, and I found this photo of. I found this stamp that was on almost every single light post in Flushing. If you want to read that out loud, that's up to you.
USAMeTow.com.
Yeah, go to that website.
What is it? It's probably some Chinese propaganda.
But no, not at all, actually.
What is it? Just tell me.
You could copy and paste the link and go to it. All right, fine. I'll open it on my phone.
This is bad podcasting, us going on our phone.
Oh, I didn't know. I don't watch podcasts. All right, listen to them. I'm sorry for our
USA.
Romanian listeners.
What the fuck? It's an Asian porn site.
No, it's not.
Oh, it's an Asian hooker site.
Yes, sir. I found this last night.
With the phone number. This is insane.
The locations and everything. And they also have the best part is in
How
the
do
bottom.
can you read any of this, Travis?
You hit translate on. I was using Google Chrome, but the best part is
I have it open in. I use Safari on this.
there's an exposure part. Exposure. So they expose bad customers or problematic guys. Yeah, and there's one of my favorites. Right? Is there's one that is when you translate it, obviously, is a literal translation. So you would think
This
it's
is
bad.
insane, Travis. How did you find this?
Because it was on the lamppost everywhere in Flushing. Isn't that insane?
Oh man.
Yeah, there's a really, really this is a real world, and
Do you think we could get one and write it off on the podcast as a podcast expense?
yeah, of course.
I'd be
But
like-
how they take credit card? I don't get it.
No, I could pay cash. How much would it be?
The prices are on there, I think.
I can't look. It's not loading.
Which one did you hit?
I clicked the Long Island.
I know.
one.
That's how I knew. That's how I know because that one doesn't load. Neither does the
Oh, Manhattan, NYU 21.
Yeah, there you go. The photos are obviously not real. We're plugging everybody up, by the way, with this info.
Oh,
You're
this is
welcome.
Insane.
When you flood the site, you didn't hear it from us. You heard it from the lampposts in Flushing like I did everywhere on Northern Boulevard.
Long Island City, Jackson Ave, our location. That's insane.
That's right by you. A couple stops.
Oh, fuck, bro.
Check Brooklyn. We're going there for the next episode. Heard that here first, guys. Breaking news.
There's a lot in Brooklyn.
Look at that. Business expense, man.
This is insane.
Isn't this? This is therapy. This is workers' workers' insurance. This is part of our insurance plan.
Where's the price?
Probably on some of the descriptions. Not everyone is the same.
I know. That's what I'm trying to figure out. I can't read
There was a lot of 200.
$200?
Yeah.
Oh, that's not bad.
So that's a business expense. There you go. That's literally you're caring for your workers. They're going to physical
Travis,
therapy.
you should write that off instead of bringing some not that attractive Mexican woman on a date with your credit card. You should max your credit card out on an Asian hooker instead.
Does your tip take credit? No way. Oh man. That like I said, it is good physical therapy.
Oh, that's insane, Travis. That's insane that you actually looked at the ad on the
Because
street.
I didn't think anything like that. I was like, oh, let's see what this
That's
website
real
is.
good guerrilla marketing.
It is. The one time I don't open something in incognito, too. It is guerrilla marketing. That's my favorite type of marketing.
They just had a spray paint stencil that they walked down the
Yeah.
street and spray painted.
and it was on the
everything.
sidewalk and everything. Imagine the old guy doing that. He's like, doesn't know what he's getting paid for.
No, it probably wasn't an old guy. It was probably
No.
just some dude that ran the website. Probably some pimp. Guy got
Crazy.
paid by the pimp, and the pimp's like, "Listen, man, y'all gotta
Yeah. We
some
gotta
like
find them and follow them around.
some Chinese dude that says the N-word a lot. You know, like one of those Chinese dudes.
dudes.
You know, like, what's up, man?
Yeah, of course.
Man, you got gal on the street. you got spray paint on a logo out there.
Yeah. Oh, that would be dope. I wonder if it operates.
I
like
really
that.
want to do to get the impersonation right. I would have to say the N-word a lot of times in between there.
Why don't we just get one on the podcast?
You do know a Chinese guy like that?
No, but it's how hard is it to
You
find?
just walk around the Lower East Side, you can find one.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Flushing, East Flushing,
Yeah.
Bayside. You're good, man. You'll find one in 30 minutes. Literally, yo, who got Bitcoin? Literally, that's how you find out.
You got to go to and start
We
talking
got
about. You got to
Coinbase.
start talking about gambling. And
Oh, you're right, you're
they'll
right.
pop their head up.
I was just drinking coffee.
Some drunk Chinese guy's gonna walk up. Talking about gambling?
Yeah, there is a spot I know in Murray Hill,
What a sketchy Chinese
gambling spot.
What is it, like a
It's a bar.
poker and stuff? Would they let
yeah,
us
poker
in?
is that.
Would they let us?
Of course they would let us in. Yeah, obviously.
Because some of those places like record scratch, like they just stop the
Nah.
music if like a white person walks in. Like, no, you're not allowed.
They think we're in there for something else.
They think we're there to shut it down.
No, they think we're there from that website, usamilitary.com. They think we're there for that.
Yeah. No, there's places where like Yeah, like where they're like no, like Chinese and like Korean spots, or they're like no, white people showing
Let's
up.
find out.
Nope, like you guys aren't allowed.
It's a business expense.
You really love. You're one of those white guys that loves Asian women.
No, not all of them. I would say China, Japan, Korea, Kazakhstan, Uzbekistan. So yeah.
I just like batting for my home team. You know, I like Latinas and white women.
I
Like,
hear you.
That's my preference.
I hear you. I mean, Latinas is vague and white women is also vague.
Exactly.
Those are both vague.
Yeah, but it's vague enough. You know, I don't need to.
I hear you. Now I'm reminiscing. I'm sorry. I was reminiscing. Everybody.
No, because there's white dudes that I know that like just strictly basically dating.
No,
Asian
I like
chicks.
a lot of girls, obviously, as you know. My number one is El Salvador.
How many? What's you mostly date Latinas?
Yeah, because it's easier.
Sometimes
it's
you
easier
have
to
to
flirt
take-
in Spanish than
Sometimes
English.
you take a break between a Lat.
Yeah, you noticed that, right?
Yeah, you gotta.
noticed that.
Yeah, you don't
I get
want
a
to.
little
You don't want to
overindulged.
ruin your life.
Yeah, exactly. I
Because if
do,
you
but I
have
don't.
two in a row, you might have a stabbing on your hand.
Yes.
Whereas if you get like an Asian woman, she's not gonna entertain the crazy Latina yelling at her.
No.
She'd be like, "What?"
Exactly, and then I'll be like, "Oh fuck, I'm fucking."
But
up.
if you got two Latinas, they're
back to back,
they're
I'm-
just
I'm
gonna
like,
square up. They're gonna square up if they run into the wild. You know, it's like
No, they're gonna square up against
that's
me.
That's two apex predators in the wild.
They're gonna form a bond.
Oh, when they're both done with you, yes,
Yeah,
yes,
of course.
and then they'll both really hate you. Yes, yeah.
And then I'll just leak their what?
No, that's a crime, dude.
I
You
know.
can't
I'm
do
joking. I'm joking. It's a reference to last episode, because the girl who got mad at me because I said that she called her. She said she has agoraphobia, and then she said, and then so I was okay. Let me rephrase this. It was a good story. She told me she has agoraphobia. Right? You know what that is, right?
that. Yeah.
No, the video's good. So I said, I guarantee you voted for Donald Trump just to fuck with her, right? Because I know she didn't. And she goes,
Mhm.
no, I'm socialist. Like,
That's
number
good.
one,
That's good.
okay. But you know what I said, right? As a result, social. I was like, socialism and agoraphobia don't mix. Get it?
What actually is agoraphobia? I forgot.
When you're afraid to go outside.
Oh yeah.
So you're afraid to be social, essentially.
Yeah,
That was the joke.
that's a dad joke, dude. That's like some type of shit that if I heard that at an open mic, I would get like viscerally angry and
That's
just,
the point,
and
though.
walk
It's
out.
just a jab.
It's not even. It's such a good joke, but it's also bad at the same
I
time.
know. It's just
It's
literally like fencing.
I just hate it. I hate fucking puns.
I love
hate,
that shit.
I hate wordplay like that. I'm just like, get out of here with this cheeky bullshit.
So was she, because she said, genuinely don't text me. Swear to God.
That rocks.
But she has screenshots from a Snapchat conversation of ours like 13 years ago or something. No, a little less than that. Like 10 years ago or something.
That's so fucking funny.
Where I said some
She just said,
problematic
"Don't
stuff
text
because
me."
she wanted to be in a relationship and I didn't want to be.
Okay, who cares?
And I was like, nah, I just like having sex.
Yeah.
But she could say that was released. She said I could have said that last week.
Yeah, who cares?
No, I don't. It's just funny.
Yeah, but like what's she gonna do with that? She's gonna be like, oh, Travis said this thing that makes him a bad person.
Yeah, when this gets famous, listen back for this episode.
And then know what we'll say? We'll be like, yeah, if you listen to this podcast, you'll know Travis is a bad person.
I'm a good guy. What are you talking about? I got
Yeah.
power.
relative to everything, you know.
Mm-hmm.
What's good without being a little bad?
What's a little white lie?
No one wants a perfect goody two shoes. You gotta be willing to steal a skateboard off
You
the
gotta
street
have
every once in a
secret
while.
sins. You have to have secret prayers that only the devil can.
No, what the fuck, Travis?
It's a reference. It's a reference.
Reference to what?
To Charles Carrol.
Who's that? Is that an author?
Essentially, yeah. He's an OG YouTuber
I don't know who that is.
from $1 Million Extreme.
Oh, the third guy from $1 Million.
Not Sam Hyde.
And not Nick Roachford?
Yeah, no, Charles Carrol.
I
My
thought
favorite. The intellectual being.
I like Nick Roachford. He's my favorite.
He's
funny.
very chill.
He's
I get
very
it.
funny.
Yeah, absolutely.
His Dominican voice is
It's
very
accurate. He lives in Lawrence, not Lawrence. He lives in Massachusetts.
he
Rhode
has
Island. I'm sorry. Fuck.
Joe Papi.
Ow, my Dominican teeth.
Yeah, he does a very good Dominican.
I was heavy when.
He's got quite a few characters that I like. He does.
Yeah,
he
he's
does one
good.
called John Stupid, where he's like cross.
Yeah, of course.
Hey, it's John Stupid.
He's accurate too. He's spot on. He must be a real realtor, huh? I was heavy during COVID on Twitch.
Yeah.
So I was into Charles Carrol, and I felt like a big celebrity because we would always joke about niacin, and I introduced that joke to the chat, and I don't even know what niacin was.
What is niacin?
I don't remember. It's like smelling salt type shit. It's not, but it's similar concept for like energy or concept. I don't know.
Yeah.
I said it because it sounded like a poison, and then it became a running joke, and I felt like the man, but nobody knew it was me, so I didn't feel like the man.
So you're saying you're an online trendsetter.
I'm a ghostwriter.
You're one of the string pullers of the culture.
Yeah, no, I invented LML. I really firmly believe that.
What do you mean?
Laughing mad loud.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, I told you
think
that.
you created that?
I think I created that. I think I coined it.
I don't think I've ever.
I think I coined it in very early days of the internet, like 2007 maybe, 2006, something like that. LML, laughing mad loud on MySpace.
Okay, I don't. Yeah, because it was still LOL at that time.
Yeah, but LML is laughing mad loud.
LMAO.
LMAO is popular. Raffle, which is where my username Raffle still stands to this day at 31
So I don't think you made it. I think people were doing that.
LML, I think I coined it in 06,
I just think
07.
you were just late to the internet though at that point.
No, I was early to the internet. What are you talking
The
about?
internet had been out for almost 20 years.
No, I'm saying
over
I think
20
I
years at that
invented
point.
the term LML. I've been on the internet since like I was alive.
No, but you weren't.
I was on IRC chats at 7 years old doing piracy and shit. I told you that.
Okay, but when you were 7 years old, that's 2000, 2001. The internet's already out for 6 years.
You're telling me people were typing laughing mad loud in 2001?
Probably, yes.
That's what you're saying? All
Yes.
right. We'll have to look at web.archive.org for that one.
You can do your research, but
I'll
I
do
just
it
feel
on
like
another
that's
episode.
or someone did their research. I bet you it has its origins in like Quake or something.
Okay. I hope it doesn't.
Why?
Because I could be like, I coined that motherfucker.
But why do you think you're the one who coined it, and not coincidence someone with a bigger?
Because I would spam it on every single message board that it was on: Newgrounds, 4chan, Finger Flipping, Tech Deck forums, Mac Themes forums, Pirate Bay forums, Demonoid forums, Heat X, the torrenting forums.
Wait, no, I don't know. I don't know like half of these forums.
Because these are OG shit.
No, it's just you were on too many forums, brother. How did you keep up? What was your post count on all these? I
thousands.
That's too much, man. I would just stick to one.
I did later, but I got banned from it. Become a
solid member from one.
I did, but I got banned.
You got banned because you fucked up the Secret Santa.
I didn't fuck it up.
You gave the guy a shitty gift.
It's subjective.
How much money did you spend on the gift?
$25 on everything collectively. That's enough.
That was including shipping?
No. Shipping was like $8.
Oh.
He was just not happy with it, and he was being a bitch because I got him his favorite sports team stuff, and I gave him also a good shirt. What happened? Something spilled? Yeah. We've got a spillage of a polar on the podcast here, everybody, so we just want to take a second to shout out the company that is responsible for cleaning this up. This is Pot of Hot Coffee Cleaning Services. If you have any cousins,
what shirt did you get him though?
It was his favorite band. I don't remember what it was. It was his favorite band. I bought him some memorabilia from his favorite sports team and a shirt from his favorite sports team, and a bunch of other things mixed in, and a Christmas ornament.
But this is all for $25. So that's a lot of inexpensive bullshit.
It's a lot of stuff.
Yeah, but it's a lot of bullshit knickknacks. You should have just spent $25 on one thing and gotten something actually good.
Well, I thought it was curated and nicely put together, and I got banned.
That's why. That's why, dude. You gave him he's like, someone just mailed me garbage.
That's how he thought it. But hey, how old were we at the time? We were like 20 years old. I didn't have a lot of money.
Then just don't sign up.
I didn't know these people had money. It's a fucking hardcore forum.
They don't. But
so then what the hell?
You just spend. It's just the way you would do it. If you only spending $25, you buy one $25 thing. You don't buy $5 things.
Look at him.
That's like, I don't know. Like, if anything, you maybe get one small gift, one bigger gift. You maybe do it 2 gifts.
There was 3 or 4 things in there.
You named 5 things. You're like, I got him
2 shirts.
Yeah.
It was some Steelers memorabilia. It was a Christmas ornament.
There you go.
That's 4 things. What was the 5th thing?
Wait, what's Steelers memorabilia though? That sounds like more than one thing.
No, it was like a 80s, not a photo. Plaque.
A plaque.
Yeah,
Okay.
From the 80s. Yeah.
Where'd you get it?
Probably Ambens.
Yeah, exactly. You got it from a You got
He
it.
doesn't know that.
Yes, he does.
Well, he should.
He's like, where did this guy get this? Someone threw it out at a thrift store.
I didn't
Did
have
you
money.
clean it off? Did you?
I don't
like,
think it needed to.
You don't, think
Dude,
you don't think it needed to get wiped off?
Nah, shit was not dusty.
It was in Amvets. I probably would have cleaned it off the second I brought it back. But like,
Nah, I don't remember it very well. This is a long time
this
ago.
is really funny. This is really
It was like
funny
10
that
years ago.
because I
More than
remember you
that.
telling me, and I'm like, what? I'm like,
Yeah, it was unfair.
no, wait. Also, you mailed it out late.
Did I?
I believe you mailed it out very late.
How? It's for
I-
Christmas.
I recall that. I recall you didn't mail it out till after Christmas.
No, that's impossible.
I recall that.
Well, I didn't smoke weed at the time. I told you before, remember?
I recall, if I recall correctly, this was what, freshman year of college?
Oh, so yeah, 2000. Yeah, that's accurate. 2012.
Yeah. If I recall, you mailed it out late.
Interesting.
You did not mail it out in time.
Interesting. I'm
And then-
shocked.
And then you were like, what? I got banned?
I don't know.
Because the guy complained that his package was like...
I don't know. I cannot confirm nor deny, but I feel like on the side of
Because
denial.
I'm pretty sure the rules had a pretty strict deadline for the like.
Maybe they had a
if the
deadline,
package-
but maybe
if the
deadline
package
was not
wasn't
after
delivered like
Christmas.
before Christmas, it was like before Christmas. The package is
Yeah,
supposed
but I
to be
definitely
delivered.
think because I sent it with a Christmas ornament. I'm pretty sure I sent it before Christmas.
So if it got there late, that's even funnier. That you said you had a Christmas ornament and it got there in like January.
No, I don't think that was the case.
I'm pretty sure that
though.
was the case.
Well, that's hilarious if it's the case, but I don't think it is.
I wouldn't just be making that up. Like I'm pretty sure that was the case because like I've heard the story back then and I was just like, this is the same story.
That I mean, I don't know. It could be. It's a long time has passed since then. We were about 19 years old, 18 years old.
Yeah.
Now we're like 45 and 44.
No, we're we're.
You heard that?
I'm 73 years old. I just have a facelift and I look really young. I've been doing adrenochrome,
Yep. Tel Aviv.
sleeping in a hyperbaric chamber,
Yeah.
like Daredevil.
Absolutely.
Yeah,
It treats you well, right?
banging Asian hookers.
I was about to say Militao is the
yeah,
key.
yeah, MGTOW,
MGTOW.
yeah. That's banging Asian hookers. That's
That helps.
That's Zen Buddhism, right?
That's reality. Yeah, it's Western Buddhism.
Yeah, meditating, brother.
Exactly. Yeah, leave me alone.
Yeah, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare
Hari
Krishna.
Hari Ram.
Yeah, I read some shit about on a comment on John Joseph from Cro-Mags' Instagram,
Okay.
and some guys like John Joseph, like you just shit talked him a bunch. He's like, you'll worship a six-arm flying,
Oh boy.
a six-arm flying deity in the sky, but you won't trust the politician.
That's so funny. That's
So
simple.
fu-
That's simple but good.
So you're like, and you won't write a new set list.
Wow, that's funny.
Yeah. Cro-Mags have not his version of Cro-Mags probably have played the same set.
Set list for 27 years.
You know, Ghost just sat on his squeaky toy and he just got up because he sat on it.
That's so funny. Hello, man. What
No.
have you got to say?
No, John Joseph probably hasn't done a new set in like 10 years with his version of the Cro-Mags. I've seen him enough times that it's the same thing every time.
You've seen them?
I've seen
not
him quite a
them
few
yet.
times. Yes. I saw him at a one of the first shows back from COVID, and it was a bunch of old head New York hardcore dudes being
Classic.
like, it was like before ivermectin was like a mainstream thing.
I didn't. Oh, that. Of course.
They were all- and they were all yelling,
Yeah.
Ivermectin.
No way.
Ivermectin. Don't listen to Fauci and this bullshit government. They're oppressing you. Don't take that vaccine. Don't get that bullshit passport.
That's so funny.
If you get it, take ivermectin. It's gonna save your life.
Oh my God.
Refuse the ventilator.
Is that where it came from? Is that where it's sourced?
Dude,
Was them?
I just remember there was a lot of people not sure what was going on. There was a lot of half it's because it was at Tompkins Square Park, so
Wow,
a
yep.
bunch of rich people like doing like their
Of
jog,
course, yep.
and then there's like a weird hardcore show where no one's wearing a mask,
Yeah, that.
and it's a bunch of like sketchy old
remember,
like
yeah.
sketchy middle-aged Puerto Rican guys being like, "Don't fuck with Anthony Fauci's a fucking bitch.
Exactly.
Give it up for FDNY, a true hero,
Yeah.
the true service, looking after New York.
Giving cash to restaurant owners
None of
to
that
avoid inspection.
NYPD shit.
Yeah.
Fucking choking out."
I mean, my cousin, he's in the NYPD, but he's
a good cop. He's one of the good ones. He's one of the good ones. Yeah.
He works in the Bronx. He doesn't work over here. He's good. He's good.
He's running through the projects. He's got to clean them up.
Yeah.
He's doing the Lord's work when you really think about
Yeah,
it.
sometimes it takes money to make money, you know. That's where I saw the crackhead knife fight in the snow blizzard, in the
Wait,
beautiful blizzard.
you
with
saw a
Tompkins Square Park.
Wait, you saw a crackhead knife fight in Tompkins Square Park?
Yes, absolutely. During COVID, peak COVID. I was there from the beginning. I was pissing in the bathroom.
Have you told this on the podcast?
I have, but I don't think it's been on a released episode. I think it was one of the outdoor ones with producer Pat.
Wait, yeah, tell me this one again.
So
I think I know this one. This is crazy.
yeah, glistening, beautiful snowfall, Tompkins Square Park.
Wait, why were you at Tompkins in the snow?
I was bored. It was COVID. There was nothing to do.
So did you drive or did you take the train and walk?
I could have done either. I don't know, honestly.
That's insane that you just went to Tompkins in the
I would
snow.
go every single day to Manhattan in the fucking winter in the COVID time. There's nothing else to do. I didn't want to play video games. I didn't want to. That's all there was. Literally, just either walk around or stay inside. And nothing was open.
Yeah.
So, I've been doing a Shoes On podcast. You notice that?
I do shoes on.
I know you do, but I never really do. But yeah, okay, so I'm in the glistening, beautiful snowfall, the blizzard of flakes falling in Tompkins Square upon all the happy people, yeah? So listen, I'm walking around. You know how the park is sectioned off into separate sections?
Yeah.
Like one is dedicated to fiends, one is dedicated to super fiends.
The fiends versus the super
Yes.
fiends.
And another one is alcoholics.
No, I didn't know that. I
Yeah,
didn't know that
okay.
the homeless encampments are
Yeah,
separated.
they're separate.
Like
It's
pockets.
segregated. Yeah, absolutely. The super fiends are not the ones you need to worry about. They're all fucked up and dead. They're like
They're just like
zombied out.
knotted the fuck
yeah,
out.
you don't
like,
gotta worry about them. You gotta worry about the fiends. Those are the annoying ones.
So
the ones that aren't
is it like
high yet.
crackheads versus dope heads? Is that like?
No, it's like literally the ones who are not high yet versus the ones who are. That's what it is. And
Oh, so it's the ones trying to get a buck and the ones who are already
did.
high and they're just nodding out under the tree.
Exactly, correct.
I like when you see it. You know what I found out? I found out crackheads have to smoke crack to fall asleep.
Interesting. That's how I feel about coffee.
Eventually, they smoke enough crack that they crash and fall
that's
asleep.
why. That makes sense.
Yep.
I believe it. Of course. Absolutely.
Like it's not like saying that you smoke crack and you stay up. It's like, no, they smoke crack and have a good time, but then they gotta smoke enough crack to eventually fall asleep.
I get it.
Otherwise, that crack high just wears off. Then they're just up.
Yeah, that makes sense. I believe it. That's how I am with coffee. I feel like sometimes. Let's have another one at 6:30, 9:30. I had one last night at like 11:30 p.m.
You gotta drink less caffeine.
I drink espresso. That's what it is, though.
That's more caffeine.
It's debatable.
No, it's not.
A small coffee might be 12 ounces. A small coffee might be 6. Espresso's 4.
No, small coffee's 12 ounces.
That's a
Espresso's 4. And the espresso has arguably, I'm pretty sure, more caffeine than a small or a regular coffee cup.
Well, I drink both. I drink a lot of espresso and I drink a lot of coffee regardless.
Yeah.
It's my drug.
Espresso's more...
It's my drug of choice.
You
put me on.
You gotta drink less.
I hear you. Sometimes I do.
You see, most people drink coffee to be productive. You drink coffee to
be happy.
To go sit in like a park bench.
Correct. That's literally what I did yesterday for hours at a time in Brighton Beach. On the beach, Coney Island, after the dentist. Chilling.
You just live the life of a retired man.
I do.
But
I work audio, I tell them. It's okay. They don't know.
You claim this as your work?
I say I work audio, and I work for a company that has their headquarters in Amsterdam.
Have you told shawties you do a podcast ever? And be like, actually, I do some podcasting. We got a good bit of subscribers. We got like 1,200 subscribers on YouTube. We haven't even been doing it.
We just started
a year.
True. That's true. That's accurate.
We really gaining traction,
If you want to be on anytime, let me know. We'll try to work you in with the other ones.
Yeah.
And get a little.
Dude, I got a story that I saved for the podcast that I need help here. I got a call. I got a call from some unregistered unlisted number.
Was it Anthony?
No, it was
Tony B.
It was a chick.
Oh shit! Really?
And then they were like, "Is this Sean?" And I said, "Yeah." I was like, "What? Who is this?" And they like giggled, and they're like, "You gave me your number at the bar." And I was like, "I didn't give my number to anyone at the bar."
Oh, good answer.
So I didn't say that though, and I was just like, "Who is this?" And they like, "You don't remember?" And I was like, "No." And they're like, awkward, and then like hung up.
Whoa!
I was really confused.
Hinge?
No, I don't think so. Why would they call unlisted? Why would they call
To test you.
No, that's some crazy shit.
You think it was not just some asshole telling somebody just be like, "Yo, call my friend real quick." Right here, I'm gonna call my friend. You speak.
No, I don't think so.
Damn, that's perplexing then.
I'm so lost. It was Easter. It was like 11:58. Like
PM?
it was like right before midnight. I was on my couch watching the Larry Sanders Show, like half asleep.
Damn, who the fuck was drunk on Easter?
And I heard like a lot of chatter in the back. It sounded like they were at a party or a bar.
Makes sense.
And I was like, "What the fuck? Who was this?"
And you never have gotten anything since.
Yeah, never got an answer.
I think I have the idea for you.
Who?
Every girl that you gave your number to on Hinge, search it, and then be like, "Did you call me on Easter night? Did you call me on Easter night?"
No, that would be
I
weird.
know, that would be awful. I'm joking. Actually, I'm not joking. It's
Why
just
would
a bad
they?
idea.
No, but why would they? Like, why they gotta shoot their shot like that? I would
That's
have.
scary. Yeah.
I'm like, do I got a stalker? What's going on?
You can't because it's unknown number.
I know.
Yes, there's nothing you can do.
I just got someone watching me though. They were like, I got a secret admirer or something.
Maybe it's a fan. Is it a shorty?
a fan of the podcast.
Yeah.
You know what? Like, if there was you, comment on the video. Tell me. Tell me.
Say
You know,
it.
maybe if you pretty cute, we can go get drinks or dinner or something. You know?
Or you could be on an episode.
No, we're not gonna do that.
Fuck.
We already had one chick on. We don't need any more for until the next International Women's
We
Month.
hit the quota. You're right.
We hit our quota
I mean, we could go to
by having
Militao.
a sort of chick on.
We could go to. I'm looking at the Rockets record. I'm sorry. No, we could go to.
What are you doing
Midtown.
Friday? You should come to Kelpie's show. that I'm on.
doing a triple or quadruple date.
What?
Yeah.
With who? With Ankle?
Yeah.
And who else?
And Eric.
Who's
And Black Ankle as well.
who's Black Ankle?
You haven't met him yet.
What about who's the Serb? Who is the
the other Albanian guy?
Who's the other Albanian guy? The one who bought
Galensi.
the one who bought the Ed Hardy jacket.
Yeah, Galensi.
Galensi.
Yeah, he was really offended. He thought he thought that you thought he was gay.
No.
Because you showed him the Calvin Klein advertisement, and then he asked about it. He was mad about it for hours, he told us.
That's so
That's
funny.
just a miscommunication in language. Like, he didn't get the joke. And he was telling us, he was like, "What the fuck up with that man? Why he asked me I like dick right away? Who told him I was gay? Why did he think I was gay? What the fuck?"
Did your friends think it was funny?
Yeah, they were like, "No, that's not what he was saying at all. He was fucking around with you. He wasn't calling you gay. He was joking."
That's so fucking funny.
And he was pissed off meanwhile for hours.
He's just sitting there stewing.
It's exactly right next to you. I'm thinking you guys are having a great time together. The whole time he's like, "This fucking guy thinks I'm gay." The whole time.
I like how homophobic he is. That, that he's viciously angry that I might have thought he was gay.
Yeah.
He's like, "This guy thinks I'm gay."
Right? He's like, "What the fuck is his problem?"
Oh no, the thing froze. What the fuck?
Get out of here.
You gotta be fucking joking me. Yeah, we're recording again. We are back.
Brought to you by NordVPN.
Yeah, so the camera died.
But we quickly noticed, thankfully.
So yeah, there might be like a minute or so where it freezes while we were talking about my new Albanian friend, thinking I called him gay.
Yes.
Yeah, so if you guys want a little backstory to this, we were walking through like the East Village, Lower East Side area, and there's this giant Ed in New York, like
Bad Bunny's bulge.
it's like the size of like 4 buildings, and it's just one of those giant billboards, and it's like a Calvin Klein ad. but he's in his underwear, and it's just zoomed in on his bulge as he's kind of
Yup.
like pulling it down.
Yup.
And we're walking to a bar with these Albanian guys, and this guy's fresh off the boat. He had just bought an Ed Hardy jacket off another
Real
one of our
facts.
friends, and he thought the Ed Hardy jacket made him look less Albanian. He thought it made him look more American. He looked like Nico Bellic, like the clothing options you get in the beginning of GTA 4, where you can only make yourself look more Eastern European.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, he had the Michael Kors hat. Classic.
Yeah, he also had a hat that the brim was so bent on it.
Exactly, because you know why.
Yeah, and yeah, so I'm walking past it with him, and I point to it, I go, yo, you like that? You like that, bro? And he goes, what? Why would I fucking like that? No, I do not get it. What the fuck?
And then for the next 4 hours,
He's drinking beer, stewing over it.
and right next
No, wait,
to
he was
you-
also drinking margaritas too, which is
Yeah.
the fun. Like he's drinking like a frozen margarita, which is the funniest choice to drink.
True.
After someone called you gay,
Yeah.
and he'd be like, "I'm not gay," and then sips frozen margarita.
that same night, we ended up going out later, and I lost my car key because I was too focused
Yeah.
on too many women at once.
Were you
and-
chatting him up?
Yeah, but then
Did you give my number out? Is that what happened?
No. I passed him off to Enkel and Galenzi.
Yo, I like how Uncle's like, this podcast guy?
yeah,
This podcast guy?
That's you. That's you.
Yeah, and who was the guy with the briefcase?
That's B Money Saul, Brian.
Where's he from?
Mixed everywhere. Staten Island, parts of Long Island.
What do you mean
Sunset.
mixed?
He's from everywhere.
That's not from everywhere. He just bounced around.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah,
Okay,
but
but
he's from New York.
okay. Yeah, well, I got that part. I
Oh
was-
yeah, you think that was? Not
he just gave me like I'm leaving to go catch the ferry home to Staten Island energy.
I think maybe he is living in Staten Island right now.
Okay, he has Staten Island energy.
Maybe he is. I'm pretty sure he lives in Sunset Park though. From there, one or the
Okay.
other. Yeah, but yeah,
The
he
gentrifiers took him out.
exactly. Yeah, and he
I can't
owns
even
his
afford a
own-
place here anymore.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, that's funny enough. I went to an open house a couple of days ago, and I said nothing. Yeah,
What did you say?
I said there's no way I can afford.
How much was it?
She didn't even tell me the price. I was like, she's like, what is your budget? I was like, 1,000 is the most I would spend realistically on this.
Why'd you go to the open house then? Just to
I
see
was
it?
caffeinated, hella caffeinated, and I
You
had
just
time
saw
to
an
kill.
open house.
This was Saturday when I went to go
How'd you
back to get my
find the
car.
listing for the open house?
Because it was posted on the corner.
Oh, so you just saw it and walked in?
Yeah, it said open house, Union Turnpike, Kew Gardens, Queens. So I decided to go in.
It was a house.
No, it was an apartment.
Like how big was the apartment?
The size of this first floor, I would say. No
How many
second floor,
bedrooms?
obviously. 1 bedroom.
It was a one bedroom. That's a pretty big one bedroom.
Yeah, one giant fucking living room.
Yeah.
Giant bathroom, giant kitchen. And it was really nice. But the second I stepped foot in this building, I knew I was not having this. No, sir.
How much? She didn't even tell you how much it was.
I want to guess.
Do you know the address?
Yeah,
We can look it up.
it was on the corner of Union Turnpike and Park Lane South, over there. And it was definitely like, I want to say $2,100 a month. Like undoubtedly like double what I was trying to spend.
Okay, so that's why you got to have that Mexican shawty come from Mexico.
Yeah, mix it up with
Move
me.
in, and you guys can split it,
Yeah.
and then it's only $1,050 a month.
That is correct. But I got better news.
And you know she's a Mexican, so she's gonna be working.
She'll
hard
have
at-
that
she'll-
money.
She'll be working as like cleaning or
Yeah.
something. Yeah.
She works now as a nanny.
Oh, there you go. She'll
She
make
will
she'll
have
make a
that
killing
money.
in New York doing that.
She will have
You
that
can make
money,
6 figures
man.
easy just
I know, but guess
being
what?
a nanny for an Asian family.
Hasidic Jewish family.
Oh, even better.
So guess what? It gets better though. Okay, because the Cantonese, the Hong Kong shawty, just trying to sneeze, trying not to sneeze.
Sneeze. Do it.
Too late.
Okay.
It somehow disabsolved itself, just like the charges against Miles Bridges. So I
Jeez.
noticed that really something I'm happy about. Cantonese shorty trying to see my backyard.
Nice.
She like what we were talking about outside. One way of trying to sell it to girls is that I say I have a backyard and a driveway over here, and
The
this,
Cantonese, that's
She's from
that's
Maine.
that's luxurious.
she's from Maine.
Oh,
so
okay.
she's used to that.
Yeah, she doesn't like the city
She
living.
only lived here for 2 years.
Oh, okay.
So guess what that means?
What?
We made plans, you know, shorty trying to pull up some out backyard.
Nice. Yo, she's gonna meet Copper.
She's definitely wants to meet Copper. I sent her a video of Copper on Google Photos. Who's calling
What
me
the
right
fuck
now?
is that ringtone? Play the ringtone into the.
Oh, I accidentally muted it.
Who's calling you?
It's my dad. Hold on. Hold on. Can I call you back as soon as I get home? I'm at Sean Yevis' house. I'm sorry. Okay. All right, so I'll talk to you later if anything. I'm sorry.
This is a family first podcast.
Okay. I'll talk to you tomorrow morning. All right.
Yeah, so Travis is on the phone with his father right now.
All right, thank you. All right, bye. Love you. Bye. Love you. Bye. Love you. Fuck, I feel so guilty.
Why?
Because he was just saying hi.
Yeah, you just calling to say hi. You were busy. That happens.
Rarely. I'm rarely busy.
I know, but you were.
Yeah, I know. That's.
Has he listened to the podcast at all? Does he support you?
I don't know if he knows about it.
You haven't told him?
No.
Damn, dude, you haven't told anyone in your family you're recording a podcast?
No, because I talk about things like
Yeah, I know, but who cares?
Yeah, no, me. I can't.
You don't want your family hearing about you getting it?
They know about that.
That's what I'm saying. So
They know about
what's the issue?
The other stuff they don't know.
What
about.
other stuff?
They don't need to know about it. They don't need to know about it. My family is small. It's small. Actually, guess what? I found out I have a lot of lost family.
What do you
To
mean?
slightly change the subject on a more positive note, I found out I have hundreds and hundreds of family members.
Yeah, you're a Latino. What do you expect?
The other side. The other side of the family.
How so?
In one neighborhood. I didn't even finish the sentence.
Okay.
In Borough Park.
How do you know this?
For two things. So, ancestry DNA, you can mix it with other websites, right? Whatever.
Yeah, but that's like they're
gets
distant
better.
relatives. They're like
I
fucking.
know.
They're not actual
They're
cousins. They're
with
not
the same last
actual-
name. They're all first cousins. I didn't even finish the sentence yet. I didn't even get to finish the sentence yet. So then I went to this guy who has
No, they're all Hurley.
no, they're all Moskowitz. My dad's mom.
Okay. So it's like
hundreds and hundreds in one neighborhood in Brooklyn. That's it.
yeah, it's just a common Jewish last name.
Isn't that nuts?
Yeah, they probably all emigrated from the same town.
They did.
Yeah.
Isn't that crazy though? I
Yeah,
just found this out like
they
a
all,
week ago.
Yeah, and they all emigrated from the same town, and then they just settled
Had
in
kids.
the same neighborhood.
Yeah, but I didn't know about this till I was 31 years old. I'm saying I knew they existed, but not all like hundreds in one neighborhood.
Yeah.
I didn't know that. Crazy.
Think about a common Puerto Rican last name.
Nieves.
It's not that common. That's like
Ugh.
70 something.
How about all right? My actual last name, my second last name.
What?
Rivera.
There you go, Rivera. Yeah.
I know that's
Yeah.
the most common
Yeah.
Puerto Rican last
Yeah.
name you could have.
So go to the Lower East Side.
You're right.
and go
I know,
looking
I
for a
know.
guy named Ramon Rivera.
I'll find.
And
him,
you'll
yeah.
find 15 guys
And
named that.
They'll all be my cousin. Yeah, I'll think.
They won't.
No,
There will
I
be.
know.
None of them will know each other.
I know, but when they come from the city, the specific village, it's different. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but that's just the way.
Barrio Camasedia, shout out. Aguadilla. You know, but
Why do you like? I don't know why you put like such a weird attachment to like super distant relatives. Like,
because I
you
grew
don't
up with a
know
lot of dead family.
but you don't know them at all.
I know, because I never had the chance to have a large family like other people do.
Oh,
Yeah,
yeah. It's not that. It's not all it's cracked up to be.
that's what people tend to say.
Yeah, it's not.
Half of my family I never get to see because they're all in Puerto Rico, and the other half is like less than 10 people here.
Yeah, that's good. That's a good amount. Then you didn't get to actually like know them.
I guess that's accurate.
Yeah,
I
like,
guess that's
I
accurate.
got too many cousins to like even.
Understand.
Like, they're my cousins. I know them, but like I don't know that. You know what I mean?
Understand. You have quantity over quality.
No, I mean not even saying. I got some like, but like yeah, like it's a different vibe. You know?
Understand.
It's like on both sides. It's probably like my family parties. If my like both sides of my family, where it would be like 100 people in my backyard.
Damn. Really?
Yeah, because my mom was.
And you would know them all.
I mean, like yeah, but it'd be like
Interesting.
at a certain point, it'd be like yeah, distant relatives too, though.
Interesting. So
But
you
yeah.
can just show up to family parties in
What?
general, not yours, and just say you're distant relatives.
No,
Good idea.
No, that's
No,
weird.
Show up to, every
I wouldn't-
hour you crash a different party on a Saturday.
That doesn't sound fun. I wouldn't want to
Free
crash
food.
family parties.
Free food.
Yeah, but that's not. Family parties aren't fun to go to.
No, that's a good point actually. But if you can leave anytime you want, they are.
No, they're not. I don't want to.
No, you don't want to be in the middle of somebody else's fight.
No, just a
Stealing
weird.
the bread.
Yeah, someone telling the same story for the 15th time that everyone else already knows.
Sneaking carrot cake.
Yeah, it's just like, yeah, we don't need that.
Good point. Is that Gary Payton? Yes, it is. Would you? No. No. Would you? Oh my God! No.
What?
Would you ever lie to a girl and tell her you're in the NBA?
They wouldn't believe me.
Why not?
I'm not nearly tall enough.
Fine. All right. Serbian basketball league. Pick a different one. Euro league. Euro.
That's not
basket.
impressive enough.
No. All right.
And once again, I'm not tall enough. It's
shit.
not
All
believable.
right. What if you convinced her you were an MLB relief pitcher and you found a guy that and we edited you on a fake page and we print out the PDF.
None of that's working.
It's not feasible.
No. I would have to be like I'm a pro like pool player or something.
Oh, we could do that. Yeah, we could.
But I would
beef
have to
up
get
the stats on JavaScript.
I would have to get really good at pool.
No, we just beef up the stats when you say you got hurt and you quit.
No, you don't get hurt playing pool.
You did. It was a freak accident. Crazy game. You can't find it on YouTube. They took it down. It used to be on Live League, but that website
I look like I have the build of a professional bowler.
So try bowling, man.
No, I suck at bowling.
I'm good at bowling.
If I was to lie, though, I would never be able to take a chick on a bowling date. I'd be like, oh, I don't want to watch you.
Bowling is a good second date.
Bowling?
Yeah.
Bowling's a good first date.
I know, but
Yeah.
that's why I said it's also a good second date.
Second date, you want something that you can make out with the chick a little.
Good point. I
Yeah.
gotta think about that for
Yeah. You want
Friday, then Sunday.
you want to maybe set it up that like,
Shit.
hey, you can
What are
turn
some good ideas? Yeah.
yeah, you can turn that second date to the third date the next day.
Good point. Think. What are some ideas while we're on the clock here?
What? Movie, dinner, drinks, all those are
Oh,
fine.
those are the classics.
Yeah, but those are what you hit on the second date. Walk around Central Park if you're being cheap.
That's usually me. That's usually
Or-
the first date. Yeah.
Walk over the Williamsburg Bridge to
Beautiful.
back to Brooklyn.
Mm.
Bring your shawty back to Brooklyn.
Good point.
Yeah.
Beautiful. Tire her out real quick.
Yeah, you get a nice walk over the bridge. The Williamsburg Bridge got a nice view.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Beautiful view.
Nice walking path.
Mm-hmm. True.
Nice
yeah,
and
my
wide.
go-to is
Yeah.
Manhattan Bridge. They don't like that. That's my favorite bridge.
It's the shittiest bridge to walk
I swear
over.
to God, I've walked over that with multiple
This
girls.
is the shittiest bridge to walk
It's
over.
my favorite bridge in
That's
the whole
so
world.
funny to walk over that bridge.
Yeah, I do it a lot for myself.
You take her through Chinatown.
Yeah, I swear to God.
You take her through where they're pouring out fish guts on the street.
Yeah, that's funny.
It just smells like rotten fucking shellfish.
Yeah.
And you're like, oh, no, don't worry. We're going on a nice walk.
This is culture, baby.
It's funny that, like, somehow, like, the Chinese, like, were like, they locked down Chinatown so hard, they're like, no gentrifier.
Quick, yeah, too.
No, they just kept it
Hundreds of
shitty. They're like,
years.
no, it's
Oh,
China. It's just still shitty. It's still Lower Manhattan. Everywhere else in the Lower East Side doesn't feel like the Lower East Side anymore.
Except for China.
Except for you get into Chinatown, you go to that McDonald's down there. You know the one right by like the Brooklyn.
Oh, yeah, of course.
Yeah.
Yeah, of course. Absolutely, yeah.
That
I
one.
had to double think.
You-
Look,
you-
it's on the screen right now. Huh? Oh, it just went away. Fuck.
Yeah.
East Broadway, shout out.
Yeah.
Canal Street, Columbus Park.
Dude, I went to
Mott
the McDonald's over on like I want to say like Lafayette,
Yeah, of course.
like all like that. Does it M train stop?
Yeah.
Yeah, went right to that McDonald's. One of my worst McDonald's experiences of my life.
Yeah, but
First of all, they had the upstairs closed. They had the upstairs closed,
Damn.
so I had to sit. They just had everyone, the dinner crowd, riff-raff,
Yeah.
packed
A
in
lot
there.
of reusable bags.
No,
Oh, okay.
full Asian staff. So
Okay.
so you know the food was going to be good.
Yeah, you're chilling.
But inner city cheerleading squad, with 3 aggressive
Stud coaches?
no, just aggressive black ladies as the coaches.
Okay.
But the problem was all the cheerleaders had the same energy as the aggressive black
And
lady.
McDonald's too.
So they're all ordering their
Make it
food and then
As American.
bugging the Asian lady about like, hey yo, where my food at? Where
Oh, that's so funny.
my order, and they just keep reading their order number.
Yeah.
They keep, and then
I see that a lot doing.
you know it's in the city, so they have the limit on the packets, the sauce packets. And it's
Oh
like,
yeah, you have to pay at a certain amount.
after 2, you have to pay a quarter
Uh-huh.
for them, which is fine.
Yeah, shipping.
But they were being cheap, and they kept going, I ain't get my sauce.
No.
So they would go sit down with their food, then walk back, like, I ain't get my sauce. Can I get 2 sweet and sour sauces?
What?
Get 2 sweet and sour sauces, and then the Asian lady would just, yeah, here you go.
That's so-
just to get it. But the same people would walk up like 4 times. Like they're getting like 6 sauces.
What the fuck do they do with that?
I get it, because there's not
No, I
that much
know,
sauce
but-
in it, but like just pay the $1 for the
I
sauce.
hear you, but
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm just like, what is that really worth it?
And I was just waiting for my food before an open mic, and I was like, oh, this
McDonald's,
is so bad.
yeah.
Dude, the what's it called?
All-Star.
And then there was one guy that was in there, not part of the cheerleading squad, just another guy, and he was doing the same thing, but he ordered after me, so I was ordering like 340, and he was ordered 350. And I wasn't saying my order number, but he's just like, he walked in, he ordered, and then like a second later, he's like, I'm on number 350. Where's my order at? I'm on number 350. Y'all got my order?
Wow.
And he was just waving it at that.
Oh my god. That's
I'm like, what do you think you're accomplishing here? Like,
correct.
are you getting your food quicker by asking the lady who hands you the food, the one that has no say in the packaging of the food? She's just the relay lady.
Yeah.
Like this is a relay race, and the baton is your bag of food. Like
It's like Grand Theft Auto, and you could request to speed up the taxi ride. It's like you're gonna really just piss them off. You're not gonna do anything beneficial.
wait, who takes a taxi ride in Grand Theft Auto?
I mean, I've taken a taxi ride multiple
That's the
times.
funniest thing to do in GTA.
Hell yeah, it's a good spending of your money, man.
Wait, why?
Because
You just steal a car.
You could.
You have a gun. You can just kill the person driving the nicest car on your street.
You can also chill in the back of a taxi and get to your destination without doing anything.
You could just kill the taxi driver and take the taxi.
But then you got to drive there.
Yeah, it's fun though. It's a video.
It is. I agree. I've realistically driven in Grand Theft Auto multiple times too, like EA Skate style, like montages, like but just Grand Theft Auto 4, Nico.
Wait, why were you
Whole Beach.
realistically driving?
Very fun. It's a good way to teach yourself how to drive as a child.
You weren't a child though.
The game came out in what?
You
No,
were in
the
like
3.
10th grade.
Grand Theft Auto 3, probably. Grand Theft Auto San Andreas, I would do that then. Yeah, realistically, yeah, probably Vice City, that type of shit.
Did the lights work in Vice City? Or the street
Yeah, I
lights
think they
functional?
did.
I didn't really play Vice City like that. I just remember one thing I remember about Vice City was the Lamborghini in the mall.
Oh, that's a classic
Yeah.
item. It's mythical.
Can't get it out.
Mythical item. There's real cars like that.
What?
Like that you
Was there a way to get it out? Did anyone ever figure that out?
I don't believe so, unless you go to YouTube and you find some fake ass mod. that'll fake and
someone
lie
in
to you.
comments, you can tell us if they got that car out of there. Let us know. We're
How
really
hardcore?
curious.
Hardcore GTA gamers are following this.
Hardcore
Neat.
GTA gamers.
The radio soundtracks are very underrated. Liberty City
I
Radio,
don't-
for example,
I don't think they're underrated. I think they're very
adequately rated.
Yeah,
Okay.
they're extremely appreciated.
Okay,
Yeah.
okay. That's what I was hoping. They're very good.
They're so accurate. They feel like real radio. It's nice.
Yes, I can't wait for hearing more.
I like
Oh my
the
God.
DJs. I like how they
Yes.
do a good job at getting the DJs right.
They're good. What would you DJ? What type of radio station? If you could run a radio station, good question.
Listen, guys, Sirius XM. If you're listening to this, get me, Sean Nieves, a nice show on Marky Ramone's Punk Rock Blitzkrieg. I can really spin the hits. You want me to play some 90s, 2000s hardcore hits? I gotcha.
Accurate.
Listen, with some great comedy stylings, maybe I can get some interviews with my friends' bands in there. Serious, if you're listening, I'm serious. You hear me?
XD.
That's some good stuff right there, right?
That's very good.
That's fantastic stuff.
I
Right?
think you should do that. You can do better. You know how you could do better?
How?
You open up your own radio station
Mm-hmm.
and you do guerrilla marketing.
Yeah, what was that thing I said was a bit outside that I forgot? No.
Oh, I told you to write it down.
know, I
Never
forgot it.
forget.
I forgot
no
it.
fucking way.
It'll come back to me, but I forgot it.
Oh no.
I was just thinking about that now. I was like, I forgot
See?
that bit.
It was something.
It was some. Well,
We were talking about London,
okay.
and then we were saying we got to record an episode in London,
Yeah.
and then we were talking about flights, how cheap they are to London compared to they are to Ireland.
Yeah, I don't think it was anything to do with that.
Oh shit.
Well, it was good, you know.
Damn, I hope it remembers you. I hope you remember it. You heard
Yeah.
that? It will remember
It
you.
wasn't that
it will. It will remember you.
It will remember me, yeah.
What were you gonna say? It wasn't what?
It wasn't that good. I didn't remember it.
It was good. I remember it was good.
No, it wasn't. Don't tell me that. Tell me it wasn't good.
It was shite, bruv.
That's why I
It
didn't
was fucking no class.
It was mediocre. That's what.
Absolute mediocrity. Funny for Americans. That's who it would be funny for. Well, you want the Yanks?
Yeah.
You want the Yanks to laugh?
The damn Yankees.
Yeah, but you just fuck 'em pissed. Oh, you know,
You sound like Sylvester Stallone when you do that. Hey, you know, I'm Sylvester Stallone. You know,
fucking episode like this.
Have you ever like watched the movie Rocky?
Yeah, of course. I've seen it. 1 and 4.
Just think about how every character is just written in the same like if Rocky read
I
all the
got you,
lines of
yeah.
every character, it would sound wouldn't.
That's accurate.
Because Sylvester Stallone wrote that movie, and he's like, hey, you know,
That's just
fucking
everybody talks.
He has no understanding of character development, so he just wrote every character basically as himself.
It's like a guy in the bar.
Hey, you know, he's the script for Rocky's interesting because they cut out the whole part where he was a mob enforcer.
Oh shit! I didn't even
that's
know
like
that. Look at that.
That's what he was supposed to be.
Fuck.
You know, and that kind of explains the whole like why he's just a jacked Italian guy and
Beating
like
up Russians.
and he has the connect to an Italian meat shop that he's punching instead of a heavy bag. Like,
Didn't think about it this way.
hey, you know, I'm Rocky. I'm just the toughest guy in the neighborhood. I'm from Philadelphia, but I talk like I'm from Brooklyn. You know, she's fucking.
I wonder if that movie influenced Philadelphia dialect
No.
by accident.
No. No, you ever hear someone from Philly talk? They're like, yo, the birds.
I know, but I'm saying
yo, you're mad drawn right now, yo.
people who
you're
move
looking
to
drawn.
Philly.
Who the fuck moves to Philly?
A lot of people.
No one moves to
No?
Philly.
I don't know.
Dude, if you fucking move to
If
Philly,
you have a false
you have to move-
understanding of the accent.
you have
I'm
to move.
saying.
You have to move from somewhere way shittier to move to Philly
I hear
for it to be a necessary step.
I
Like,
hear you.
like, if you move from New York to Philly, that means you failed. That means
I
you
got
couldn't.
it. Yeah,
You couldn't cut
I
it here.
contemplated it.
You
Yeah,
couldn't cut it here, so you're like, let me go to Philly.
That's true. That is.
Let me
New
go
York
to the
Junior.
shittier Brooklyn.
Yeah, that is accurate. 100%. I agree. That is what it is.
Yeah.
That's funny. What was I just talking about though before that? Because it was we were getting like crazy. And this break we didn't smoke weed.
No, I just smoked 2 cigarettes to let my camera charge.
I know, but it feels
Because,
like we just smoked weed because I can't remember
and now
this.
I'm worried that it's gonna die again.
What
but
is it at? What is it at?
We're at 23 minutes,
Oh, okay.
and you know, that'll be fine
Okay.
because we did 45 up top,
We did.
so we're already past an hour. We're gonna keep going. We're gonna do another like 10-15 minutes, but if the camera dies, that's the episode. I'm
yes,
sorry, guys.
absolutely. This is a pre. I'm sorry. What do
Yeah,
you call it?
What?
What? This is a
A pre what?
preemptive
A preemptive.
goodbye.
No. We're just giving you a We're giving you forewarning of.
Foreskin.
No.
Forewarning.
Yeah,
I'm
we're
sorry.
we're letting you regrow your foreskin.
Yeah, just in time.
Yeah, we're the manhood. You ever hear about that product?
No, continue.
You know the podcast Matt and Shane Secret podcast?
No, sir.
Shane Gillis and Matt McCusker.
No, sir.
Really early episode. They didn't have sponsors yet, and Matt was like, "Yo, we're gonna go get a sponsor," and he reached out to this company called The Manhood,
Okay.
and
oh no.
they make sleeves like hoods for your so you can be
Are you serious?
for circumcised men to regain their foreskin. It's like fake
Holy
foreskin. So you have like a little
shit.
like hood.
That's hilarious.
Get to regain the feeling in the nerve endings in your dick.
Wow.
Because like like your dick becomes less sensitive from like rubbing on your underwear and shit, like your dick tip.
I never thought about that. What the fuck? That's hilarious.
Yeah. I'm pretty sure that's why like circumcised uncircumcised dudes are like less. They have like the nerve endings are all like cut off.
Hey
and
guys,
shit.
if you want to send us,
I could be like
a couple of
entirely wrong on the
samples.
purpose of the manhood, but
that's why you gotta convince us.
It is a fake foreskin.
You gotta
I
tell
did get
us.
that part correct.
I'm sure they're doing some data scraping on YouTube. They might be able to hear this.
Some data scraping.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're pushing numbers on YouTube. You know,
Yeah, so-
hopefully we're very close to 1 million.
Yes, we are absolutely.
Joe Rogan, watch out.
He did watch it. He did watch one of the episodes. Remember which one?
Yeah, I
He did.
I had Tony Hinchcliffe come reach out to me, and he's like, "Fabulous stuff, boys."
He's like, I like that you're Puerto
Fabulous
Rican. It'll make
stuff.
me look good.
You know, the Puerto Ricans had a lot of bad things to say about me. I need one of them in my corner. And I was like, Tony, what makes you think I like you? And he's like, listen, faggot.
That's comedy.
You're talking to a fucking killer. That's comedy. Do you want to go up at the mothership or what? And I'm like, listen, Tony, are you going to bully me?
Aw. That's why I don't. He's the one who runs the bullying show, right?
Yeah.
That's why I don't watch that.
Kill Tony, this is the bullying show.
I'm
Like,
not
yeah,
gonna-
we're gonna have an autist on. I love how he, I
Oh,
love how he presents it though, because he'll always like be like, he'll come out and it'll be like the most grandiose thing, and then he'll be like, "What's up, guys? We got a stack show for you tonight. They are the biggest killers in all of comedy in this bucket." And then it'll be like pulling like, our next guy, you know him, he's a fucking killer. And then it'll just be a dude who like walks out like Jimmy from fucking South Park.
Oh no.
Just like a physical deformity.
That just
And
reminded
they, and they
me.
like fucking bumbled through a minute of comedy and be like, wasn't that great, guys?
Oh my God. You remember my name is Tuawis?
And then it'll be just some fucking retarded about Tony, you are fucking gay.
Oh
And then
no.
it'll just be like applause break, like crowd goes nuts. They're like,
Oh my God.
oh my God, the retarded guy called Tony Hinchcliffe gay.
What?
What? That's comedy. What?
I see. That's funny. Not really.
It's so I respect it because it's brought comedy to a group of people that are traditionally too dumb to understand comedy.
I got you. It's like American Idol and singing.
It's bringing comedy to a new market.
Understand.
Like these people can't understand a real joke. They just need
Correct.
a circus show. They
Correct.
need
Understand.
they need
I
a
get
freak
it.
show in the circus tent. You know, it's like
Oh, fuck. What was I just gonna
it's
say?
if when you look at it at that perspective, you're like, he sold that MSG like 3 days straight or whatever. That's fucking nuts. And they're going back to MSG again this in August, and they're gonna sell it out again.
Just to see retards fail.
Yeah, no, because these fucking idiots will sign up. There are people that sign up. They're like, I've never done stand up before. I figured this would be a good way to try it. And it's like, what? Bomb in front of a bunch of
Yeah.
headliners and have everyone call you fucking fat and
Exactly.
stupid?
Yeah, and be one of what, hundreds?
Just be another fat, stupid idiot trying to
Yeah.
stand up for the first time on Kill Tony. Like,
Oh God, yeah.
it's just
true.
go
Hey
do
guys,
an
this
open
is my
mic.
clip. Like,
Do a fucking open mic. They're sad. You'll go there and you'll feel so confident.
They're very sad.
Yeah, going to bad open mics or mediocre open mics where everyone's super mediocre and you're like
Big
even
ways.
slightly decent. It's such a confidence builder, and then you go to a mic where everyone's actually good, and you're like, and it's just like, oh, okay, I'm not that good. It's just these people are
okay.
fucking retarded. Like,
Oh, it's a
yeah.
You remember that video? That is like, I have to get this out of my head before it becomes another lost thought. My name is Tuawis, and I am the Moon Star.
Oh, yeah,
But it's part of a whole
the
thing?
viral YouTube videos of whatever that
They
like
walk in a
80s
circle?
the 80s special was, where it was like they just had a bunch of Down syndrome adults
Yeah.
talk. Yeah.
And their fantasy characters and shit.
Yeah. They did like an interview in like a very 90s like soundstage type place with like it's just like a weird like gradient like gray background.
Yeah, I love that shit. We
Like,
need more.
what's up? Yeah.
We
What was the one
I like dark. That was another one. I haven't seen these in like 15 years.
yeah,
Shout out
I
Andrew
don't
Greenaway.
Yeah,
haven't
that's exactly who I thought of when
Mm.
that video. Yes.
My name is something, and I like dark.
Yeah, the gothic chick.
Yeah.
Oh, dude, that you unlocked the no video. Let's close out on this thought. This is great fodder to end the podcast on. Similar era of viral videos. Okay, you remember it was a news report, and it was a teacher, and it was an old white guy teaching at like an all black school.
Yeah, of course.
And
I already know it.
He'd been teaching there for a very long time, and all these YNs were loitering in the hallway in front of his classroom, and and he got in trouble for saying that he was getting reprimanded for saying the N-word, for calling a kid the N-word. He's like, I was just speaking their slang.
Yup.
Can you get out of the door, mate?
Yup. Oh my God.
It's slang. I didn't use the hard R.
Yeah.
You know, and he's just saying, he's doing
over and over.
Yeah, and then it's like can you lend a pencil?
Yeah. Those.
Yeah, and they're like, I don't know, man. Like, we usually just hang out in front of his class, and like one day he just came up to us. He's like, he said that, and we were like, yo. It's so good.
I wonder what he's up to now.
He's probably dead.
You think so?
Maybe not. He retired. This was like what, 2005 or 6?
Oh yeah, I think you might be right.
No. We were watching in 08, but the video was probably a couple of years old at that point. You know what I mean?
Reminds me of Tube Steak, same era.
Oh no, Tube Steak the Great is that's like 08, 09.
Oh okay.
That's Boondocks. That was a Boondocks promotion.
Oh, I didn't know it was a promotion.
Well, it was the writers of the Boondocks.
Yes, I knew that.
It was just like a web series thing for like
I didn't know
while
that.
they were doing the Boondocks.
I didn't realize.
Because they had the Boondocks book coming out. You remember when they had the comic strip? So that video probably came out in 2010 actually.
Oh really? It seems so much older.
Tube Steak the Great.
Yeah.
We out here outside Barney's and Nobles.
Donald Duck, Goofy, Mickey Mouse.
We saw a dude from the Boondocks
and
talking,
fucking mouth.
and he talking shit. So we gonna get his book. We bought all them shits.
Oh yeah, I remember
so
that.
Ain't no one getting them books.
Yeah, now I understand the context. Yes.
Yeah, I'm doing the bookstore one.
Yes.
Where do some real N-word shit. Dunk a basketball or something.
Yeah,
and then the guy in the Shaquille O'Neal Lakers jersey, the giant dude, he crumbles up the book and dunks it against the stop sign.
Yes.
So good.
That's
this shit ain't even in color.
Long
ain't
form
even in
humor.
color.
Exactly. Yes. You got it down.
And then it cuts and the dude's pissing on the book.
Yes.
He's pissing on. We pissing on them shit.
Yes. Oh my God! Look at the TV. Yeah. Have you ever seen that commercial for that?
Damn, this commercial's old.
I've never seen it.
Donald Duck, Goofy, Mickey Mouse. I'ma punch you in your fucking mouth. I'm a care bear.
You was never there.
I was on the block playing with toys and eating candy
there. That's so good. I haven't quoted that in years.
Yeah. You know, I was bobbing and weaving.
Yeah.
I was bobbing and weaving. What do you mean who's bobbing and weaving? He fell to the floor.
That's such a classic.
His face is swollen.
Yes.
Man, you know I was cooking him.
Yeah.
I was cooking him as usual.
And I remember the comments when people thought it was real. They were like, no, because look at his hat. At one point, it's tilted this way. And at one point, his hand is this and his other hand.
Fucking
funny. It was a skit.
Yeah, dude, it's so good.
Oh, that's classic YouTube. That's such a good era. Oh, you just brought me back. I'm reminiscing, sitting here on top of the clouds, just like Ray Allen.
You gonna eat you like a Nestle's Crunch? You gonna eat a fucking punch?
Yes, that was it.
I'm gonna punch you in the face.
Yes, and when I'm finished, I'm gonna punch you in your mother. No. When I'm finished, I'm gonna punch you in your fucking face.
Yeah. You keep saying, I'm gonna punch you in your mouth, then I'm gonna punch you in your face. He just kept talking about punching me, so I was like, I'm gonna have to punch him.
Yes.
That's when everything. That's such a great fucking. All right, I'm kind of tired, and
I'm very tired. Rest in peace, Prairie Chuck.
It's 11:11. We're gonna end the podcast.
Wait, we're not gonna make a wish for Cantonese women.
We're gonna make a wish for global podcast domination.
Oh yes.
Yeah, our podcast could be your life. I'm not. Travis, do you want to plug anything? You got nothing to plug, right?
April 28th, I have a concussion protocol follow-up at my primary care doctor. And And yeah, that's about it.
Very, very good stuff. Very good stuff. You can catch me Friday. This episode will probably be out on Friday. So if you're listening on Friday morning, Friday night, this will be out. I have a show at Squarehead Brewery. Kelpie, podcast alumni. It's her show. It's at Squarehead Brewery. Who else is on it? Quite a few podcast alums.
Really?
Yeah, Mike Ellison.
Podcast alum.
Kevin Lenahan.
Podcast alum.
Eric Eichel.
Podcast alum. That's crazy. We're sponsoring this shit.
Yeah, it's basically pot of hot coffee takeover time.
Look at that.
So yeah,
I'll be on a date with a Mexican girl, but
that's cool. I hope
if I wasn't, I would go.
I hope you find your wife.
Yeah, she seems to be Cantonese woman in Bensonhurst right now.
That's what you keep calling her Cantonese.
Hong Kongese.
She's an American Chinese
I know
girl.
she's American. Yeah, I know. It's just cool.
Yeah, no, like when I hear Cantonese, I hear like, oh, I'm a Chinese. I don't speak English. All right, that was pot of hot coffee.
On that note,
That's it.
you
Our podcast could be your life.
savemetow.com.